Hi, I'm Rohantha Peiris, captain of the Royal College rugby team in 1978. Going back for about 3 years before, I have been playing since 1975, and it was really coming to my time in 1978 to captain the side. So I was really looking forward to it, from under 17, under 15 to under 17, and then the first 15 to captain was quite a challenge, but I thought, I'm ready for it now. So looking back at the 78 year, I think coming from 1977 where we had lost the Bradby, so I knew that I have a real big, tall task in getting a team together. I had 4 colorsmen and 17 or 18 freshers with me. So it was a task from the beginning to get this side, this team, to be a championship side. And I must say that all the college authorities, especially Mr. Gunasekara, A.C. Gunasekara, Sumanavaratna, Mr. Nanakara, and the other master in charge, they all helped me to groom this side together. So that was a real challenge to come up with the most prestigious rugby encounter for any season, and we were ready for it. So during the early part of the season, I had this bunch of guys who were ready to put their heart and soul to try and win the whole tournament or the rugby for the schools. However, I knew that most of us, including myself, we were not disciplined enough, but we were kind of playing around and taking it easy, but somehow we did some hard work too. So I could very well remember then the vice principal, Mr. Gunasekara, he was very involved in the rugby, and the early part of the season he came and told me that at this stage, the way you all are getting about, you will never see the colour of the Bradby or the St. Thomas's Gunaratna trophy. So I can still remember that. But the most cherishing moment of the career for me was when we have won the Bradby, and when I got the shield that was way up in Kandy, I could see Mr. Gunasekara walking up to me, and then he said, "Cham, you have done your job, you have brought real honor to the college and for yourself and for the team." And that was like, wow, So it was always a memory which will be in my mind forever, kind of. And I'm very grateful to the bunch of guys, the whole team who rallied around me to get this shield, as well as the 1978 unbeaten, the status. The whole year we were unbeaten, and then that also helped us to play the Sri Lanka schools and Columbus schools. And then I went on captaining those 2 teams also. So that was the most cherishing moment of my ambition. At Royal, there are 2 real achievements that a schoolboy could be looking forward to. That's either to captain the Bradby Shield, that's a rugby team, or the Royal St. Thomas's, the cricket team. So I was so fortunate enough to captain the college rugby team in 1978, and that really kind of helped me to groom and to mold myself into the future life, which I have done quite well. I must also say that it helped me to understand the weaknesses and the strengths of a team, and how to position yourself, or how to play to your strengths, and how to avoid or eradicate your weaknesses. Why I say this is, like in any other game, all the other schools also have good players, but when you get on top of it, specifically on the Bradby day, you believe in yourself that you are the best. And that, I think, I made my whole 15 players or the 17 players feel like that, and they never let me down, and that was super. So if I look back and see what I have achieved out of the Bradby, it's so much. Especially in my future career, I went on to captain the Sri Lanka schools, the combined schools, and then the CRNFC, and then finally I played for Sri Lanka. And all these achievements, I think the cornerstone or the main ingredient was the Bradby, and then captaining the Bradby and winning the Bradby was so helpful. But I must also say that the friendships that I developed or started with, especially the Trinitians, that captain Janaka Kiridana and the other rest of the players, they still go on. I think it's a lifetime friendship that we have developed, and my advice to the others also is to try and develop this friendship and to continue doing this in the same manner. I think that was one of the most important learnings that I have learned from Bradby Shield, winning of the Bradby Shield, and that really means to me.